So if you've ever driven at Paul Ricard in pretty much any racing game, you've probably noticed that there are like a million different track layouts with lots of corners having different formats. So today I'm going to try every single layout in F1 22 and try to figure out which layout is the best for racing, the quickest layout, and which is just the most fun for a single lap. So we start off at turns 1 and 2, the very first chicane where Verstappen last year also decided to experiment with an alternative layout. You can obviously just take the normal F1 layout, or you can go straight on and into this very quick chicane, or you can go straight on and then straight on again and just go flat out towards turn 3. From turns 3 to 7 there aren't any alternative layouts, although there is kind of a runoff area just before turn 5, but I don't really think that counts. On the long straight you can see lots of places where the track can connect to sector 1, but for some reason the game absolutely hates you if you try to use this and will teleport you back to the main track. But now we get to the complicated part of the track. I mean, look at this. I think I'd honestly feel so lost if it wasn't for the racing line. So let's just start off simple with the normal line through this absolute mess of a corner. But now that we've done that, it is time to start exploring this part of the track. So firstly, before you even get to the current chicane, there's this really weird uphill corner just to the right, and then from here you can either go all the way ahead to return to the second part of the current chicane, or you can take a right a bit before then, or you can just immediately take a right into what is currently the runoff for the current layout. Or, rather than using this weird corner, there is also another chicane just to the left, which is even tighter than the current one, and then from here you can either go to the left, which makes this section so weird and like twisty, with like 5 corners in a few seconds, or you can just go straight on from here. I was kind of wondering if it was possible to go to the right out of this chicane, but I feel like that's just not one of the layouts, as you end up going the wrong way on the track for a little bit. And if this was possible, then there could also be so many stupid layouts where you end up basically just going around in circles like this. But now, ignoring the earlier corners, you can also either just go straight on or use this little bit here, which basically just makes the chicane a bit tighter. Okay, now that we've finally got past that corner, we can move on, and there's actually only one more different layout that this game will let you use, and that's at turn 12, where you can either take the normal route or you can just take the inside line. But there we go, that is every single layout that can be used in F1 22. Now I want to figure out which is the best for racing. So I am absolutely no expert, so you're all probably going to disagree with me, but I would personally go for flat through the first chicane, just so that cars can stay following close together after the DRS zone. And then at turns 8 and 9, I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to say that you would use this chicane, only because it's a tighter corner, so with heavier braking, then it makes it more sendable, I think. Then at the last corner where I could actually change anything, I would change it to the inside line, just because tyre wear at Paul Ricard is so bad, it's honestly horrendous, and this just makes turn 12 a little bit nicer to the Pirelli tyres. But yeah, that would be my ideal racing layout. Let me know what yours would be, as it's probably very different to mine. In terms of just for like a single lap though, which is more subjective, I would go for this line through turns 1 and 2, as it's very satisfying when you get it right. And then on the main straight, how can I not use this weird elevated corner, which adds so much interest to a very flat track. And then just use the runoff area to keep the flow. And then at turn 12, I would just use this inside line, to be honest, because I just can't be bothered to go the long way around. In terms of getting the fastest possible lap, it is kind of obvious really. You just go straight on here, and then take an early left here. And then my best time was a 1:21.4, which is about 9 seconds quicker than the 2021 pole time, although just in a worse car and in a much worse driver. So yeah, that is pretty much all for this video in this very confusing track. It's kind of annoying that the game won't let you use any more layouts, but to be honest, I'm kind of glad, because otherwise this video would be hours long. And you know what, my respect for F1 drivers has gone up, especially Yuki Tsunoda, as that can't be fun for him at the turn 8 chicane. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.